When I was 18 years old, I quit my job, moved to a new city where I didn't know anybody, and that changed my life. I was stuck in a 12-hour shift job where I was working from 7 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. at night, and I felt like I was dying. I felt like I had no time to pursue any of my dreams or goals. And I just knew that if I don't make a change now, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. I felt like I was just surviving, not actually living. And I knew I wanted something more. I wanted to become a boxer, and I wanted to pursue my dream of becoming a content creator, which I'm just starting out now. But it wasn't an easy decision. I had split support from my family. Well, I would actually say that I had like a hate support situation from my family. My father absolutely hated the idea of me quitting my safe job to move out to a new city where I didn't know anybody. But the thing is, I knew it deep down that I had to make a change. I knew that this life wasn't for me, and I needed a new environment around me, like-minded people who also wanted to pursue their dreams. So I made the decision. I quit my job and I moved to a new city. I knew no one, no plan B, no safety net, no nothing. And it was so scary. It was the scariest thing I had ever done in my life. I had finally gotten a well-paying job, which most people would actually consider a pretty good job. But it just wasn't for me. After I moved out to the new city, I felt alive again. I got a new job with the working hours from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and that gave me a lot more time to actually focus on myself every day. And that changed everything. Once I actually moved out and built myself a new environment, new friends, new routines, new habits, I felt like I was reborn. There was a new fire in me, a fire to pursue my dreams. After a while, my life felt perfect. I felt like everything was going my way. But then, one day, I was driving a motorcycle in the middle of the night and a moose ran onto the road and I hit it. Everything went black. I woke up in a hospital 8 hours later with 2 broken arms, a punctured lung, and my back was totally scratched up. All of my dreams were broken into a million pieces. I lost all sense of self-belief. I remember one of the first things that I asked the doctor when I woke up was, when can I start boxing again? And I just remember the terrified look on the doctor's face of not knowing what to say. And it feels so good now that I see how far that I've come. But at that time, I was mentally crushed. There were so many times that I wanted to quit, but something deep inside of me refused to give up. I knew this life wasn't for me. I knew I was meant for so much more. I wanted to give up so bad, but I knew I couldn't. I knew I would regret it for the rest of my life. So I kept on going through the hard days, and I built my life back up brick by brick. After I broke both of my arms, I took that time when I was mentally and physically crushed to start reading books. And I came over this book from David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me, and it totally changed my mentality. It showed me how much we humans are actually capable of. And the day after I read that book, I actually ran 50 kilometers. That was like 5 times longer than I had ever ran before. And this really changed my perspective on what is possible. Right there, I realized that it isn't over. I can actually get back if I put the work in, and that's exactly what I did. I kept going like never before, and I built my habits, my discipline and passion back up stronger than ever before. It was a really hard road. I lost my first 4 boxing matches, but I finally started winning. The hard work are starting to pay off, and I know that my life has a lot of good things coming. Fast forward 2 years, I've now built myself back up incredibly healthy, both in body and mind. And for the past 10 years of my life, I've been thinking about becoming a content creator. I'm now 20 years old and I've finally started. And this is just the beginning. I wake up now feeling excited every day. and my life has never been better. So what I would like to tell you is go for it. Don't wait for support. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because that moment never comes. Take the risk. I am living proof that you can come back from anything and that you can build your life back up from zero. The thing is, you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. You just need to believe that it's possible. Just do whatever it is you want to do, because you won't regret it, I promise.